Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to Love Decanters channel. So this is part 2 of my 19th century top 10. Am I saying that right around? I don't think I am. The top 10 of the 19th century glass that I have in my collection. That's the right way around here. Got it right now. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be starting in the first half of the 19th century, I'm afraid. Just one piece, and then I'll move on to the second half. So yeah, and yeah, no more crappy glass this time. It's all going to be nice stuff. Yeah, so I think there's nothing much more to say. Let's just get on and start looking at some stuff. So this is the first piece. Oh, it's number 6 in my top 10, I should say. This is from about the 1830s. It's got a little wooden stand that's lacquered. It's a bit nicer quality than the one I was showing you earlier from the Cruet. Nicer quality brass fittings, thicker brass and everything, and then yeah, little bottles. Look at these. Look at these little kiddies. They're not even a pint. They're tiny. You know, you get one big glass of wine in there and you're done. Nice pontle mark, and yeah, they fit. So they need some, I don't think I ever tried to. I couldn't wash these properly actually, but if I can get it to focus, let's see if I can get it to focus on the stopper there. There, you can see how that fits there, and when I put it in, that's where it sits inside the neck. Yeah. So yeah, this fits really nicely, and all of the stoppers are original. They're all the same. They're this kind of like little molded pattern with like a pontle in the top, but not a pontle. Can I get it to focus? Yeah. And yeah, they all look like they've been sitting inside their decanters for a very long time. They all sit right. You know, the wear on the decanter matches the decanter. So I'm happy that all the stoppers are original, because they've been with these decanters a long time and they're all matching. And yeah, so I've had this about 25 years or so. It's not common to get everything. I mean, I've got how many have I got? I got 5 more stands. But this is my favourite. I think it's the most original. Even if I show you them, let me take the bottles out. Let me show you all of this. Put that there. Where the bottles sit in the stands, can you see that wear mark? That matches how the bottle would sit in the stand, if you know what I mean. So these bottles made these wear marks because it matches up. So yeah, I'm really happy. They've got these little brass fittings. Some of them, sometimes they have a brass fitting. Normally this kind of stand has little brass fittings. Even the crappy one had a little fitting like this. Sometimes these come out and missing. The finials are all good. None of the feet are squashed. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's got a bit of gilding still on the brass, so I don't really polish it much. I just give it a wash every 10 years. So yeah, if you think I'm going to be cleaning all my glass every year, it would be like painting the Forth Bridge. So that doesn't happen. Just whenever I want to make it look nice, I might, and I've cleaned it up for this especially, give that everything a wipe down. So there you go, 1830s, one little neck ring, a bit like a Nelson type decanter, which has one neck ring at the bottom, but it's a little tiny miniature one. Neck ring has got a little, what's the word, bifurcated, so it's like split down the middle, but it is a single neck ring that's just been, someone's run a tool around it to make that little bit in there. So it's not a double ring. People sometimes call them that. I don't know what the real name for them is, but anyway, That's this stand. I don't have any Tantaluses. I only have stands, mainly because Tantaluses cost loads of money, whereas decanter stands, especially if the decanters are small, are a bit useless. They look nice, but you can't put a bottle of whiskey in it. So there is that. Okay, so let's move on to the next item, and I will be going into the second half of the century now. So next I'm going to show you a pair of Shaft and Globe decanters. Shaft and Globe decanters are like the mosquitoes of the glass world. There's just like millions of them flying around. I mean, I went to a charity shop this morning. In fact, I went to a few charity shops, and the only antique thing I saw was Shaft and Globe decanter. So yeah, these were made for from about 1845. They were making them post World War One, so they were making these for about 80 years. These ones though, these are from that 1850 to 1870 period, because they have this frosting. So this technique, this frosting technique, was invented by Richardson's in about 1851, I think, at the beginning of the 1850s anyway. And yeah, so these are most probably Richardson's, and I haven't got any catalogues for any of this stuff. So, but yeah, they're lovely. Look at this. Isn't that nice? Bottom needs polishing, but yeah, who cares? But anyway, look how nice it looks. And what's even nicer, let's look at the stopper. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? And yeah, very nicely done. I think they've got my, you can see there's a number scratch there. I did a video about numbers scratched on decanters. Kind of make it become visible if I do that. Make it focus on my hand. Come on. There, you can see the number 4 just popped into focus for a second there. And it'll be, I think it's on here somewhere. It's just there. So you know that the stoppers are right. They've got matching numbers. This one's a 2. And I'm sure I've checked this before. Somewhere just in the neck. Oh, I can't find it now. Anyway, yeah, I have checked it before. And they've got matching numbers. So when they make them as a batch, say they made 20 at a go, the guy that fits the stoppers, all fitted by hand, not, you know, if I switch these around, they probably won't go right. Look at that. Yeah. So they're all fitted by hand. Each decanter has its own stopper, and the guy that does it scratches a number on, so that when they're packing them and moving them and everything, or when someone buys a bunch of them, then they don't have to do what I just did. Go, oh, this one goes to the, especially if you might buy 4 or 5, getting the right one back in the right decanter is a pain, because then if you have 5 or 6 or something, shuffling those stoppers around, yeah, what a pain that would be. But anyway, so they're all numbered, and the decanters are numbered too, so you can put things back in the right place without having to play musical chairs with them. So there you go. These are really nice. I've got glasses and everything, and I was kind of like, do I get glasses out? And I thought, no, these are mine. I have some other, it's very hard. I do have some other things I'm going to show, because I love this frosted stuff. And I'm going to show you a jug next, which is even smarter than these are, I think. But these are nice. They're a pair. I've never seen another pair like this. So yeah, I'm happy. And I've got glasses as well somewhere, I think, for these in the shed. So yeah, I'm back with another frosted piece. Same period, 1850 to 1870. This is like for me, this is a combo piece. I love jugs with strap handles like this. I've got quite a lot of them. I'm always on the lookout for them. This dates them pre-1870s. This fits in that slot because of the frosting, which is, as I said, normally 1850 to 1870 is what we kind of date something like that in the catalogues and things I've looked at. All of this kind of dies out post that date. The frosting does, and so do the handles. So yeah, nice, perfect neoclassical kind of, and this just got extra sexy. So not only is it a strap handle jug, which I really like, it's frosted, which I really like, and then it's got, because I've got other strap handle frosted jugs as well, but this has got extra sexiness. It's just, I mean, look at this design. Look at that cutting into it. Just to make it extra sexy, they've frosted the base and cut into that too. So the base is frosted, can you see? So this is just like a super special, super sexy jug. It is in my book anyway. Yeah, I really like this. It's difficult to, when you've got things that you like, I like frosting, I like strap handle jugs, it's a classical form, really nicely done, nice design. It's difficult to beat that. And then you've got that little extra bit where they've actually, I've never seen that on anything else, where they've actually frosted under the base of the foot. So yeah, this is super lovely. And yeah, let's move on a bit. We're at number 9 now, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Christopher Dresser. And Christopher Dresser was the first industrial designer in the world. Yeah, so he had a design shop, nobody'd had one before, where he would work, basically sell his services to various companies and do designs for them. And so this is one of his, I believe. It's not signed, okay, but there's so much. This handle is straight off one. So it's like a combi thing. So this handle is straight off one of his designs. This little scroll handle. Quite often they're like two handles that come straight out and a little post down the middle. But this is a scrolly one, not the usual style he does, but this is one of his straight out of his design book. This shape here, straight out of the design book, the way the top of a jug works, straight out of his design book as well. So this is silver plate. It's probably from 1770s, 1780s. I think he was contracted to the company that made the silverware for the, well, he was contracted to the company that, so on here, so it is plate, but it is marked, and it's H&H and a little bird, which is Hooken and Heath. So he was contracted to them in the mid 1770s. So yeah, what makes this? So I have probably about 7 of his jugs, 6 or 7, and I've got some looky-likeys that are copies. Okay, so maybe less. I'd have to. I haven't worked it out properly, but anyway, this is. I'm happy. This is one of his designs, and what makes this super special? It's on steroids. It's got the handle. It's got the lid. It's got the shape, but this textured body. Yeah, this is something that he used to do on silver, where he'd cover it in lots of little dents, and in this case they've done it on the glass. So Hooken and Heath have made silver with this textured effect that to his designs. Now what happened was he was contracted to them. A lot of his the works that he did while they were contracting him was signed by him. I don't have any of those. Those are worth truckloads of money. Yeah, but anyway, this one would have been done after he'd stopped working for them or stopped being under contract to them. And I suspect they've gone, yeah, we'll have the handle, we'll have this, have that, and we'll just do the shape and we'll put that lovely silver texture on the glass. And this is actually not pressed, this is cut. So there's like a million cuts on there. So this is a super quality piece. It's funny that for all that cut work, it's still only plated glass. You can see where the nickel's coming through. If I was super diligent, I would probably try to arrange to get it replated, but I'm not, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it's a fantastic quality piece. Christopher Dresser. Some of his stuff looks more Art Deco than this, but yeah, this shape, classic him. This handle, classic him. This lid, classic him. This textured surface, classic him on silver. So yeah, I really like it. Out of my Christopher Dresser stuff, this is my favourite thing. Even though I have one that's even got a solid silver top, I don't think it's as nice as this one. So there we go. We'll move on and have a look at something else now. So I am closing the century, the 19th century, with some Whitefriars. So this is service of poppy head glass. Got the poppy head decanter. I've got 6 little wine glasses. I don't know what this is, but it's a bigger one. Yeah, so I really love these. I have loads of this style of glass, but I think this is my favourite. It's so elegant. I literally just married these two together last year. I was so pleased. This stopper has been sitting in a drawer for about 15 years or so, waiting for me to get a bottle. And then one came up on eBay, and now, ta-da, it's beautiful. The glasses, the 6 glasses, these came off eBay as well, believe it or not. I don't even know how to say this. They cost me £12 for 6. Yeah, things appear. Whereas I think I paid quite a bit for this one. I bought this from the full size one from the Whitefriars Revisited show. I think I might have paid £50 for it, or £60, which means I've probably paid as much for this glass as I've paid for the whole lot of those. Yeah, but because I like poppy head and I only bought a couple of things from there, I've never seen a big one like this before, and yeah, that's one of the few things I bought. I think I bought about 3 things. So yeah, so this is where we are with the 19th century. I think I said designed by Barnaby Powell in the 1880s. Look at this stopper. Look how nice that is. The work on there, the hot work. Super elegant. And then there's the ring, which is a riggery, which means it's got these little, or milled. This is milled. That's riggery. So if you see it looking like that, where it's squidged up, where someone's got a tweezer and just pinched each of those bits up, that's riggery. If you see it and it's like this, where someone's run a tool around it and just put a little, like a milling on a coin, that's called milled. So yeah, I just thought I'd say something else. There you go. That's lovely. Yep, I'm happy with those. I think this is so hard. There are so many things I have that I wanted to show for the 19th century, but this is what I've tried to essence it down to. So yeah, the next one will be the first part of the 20th century. Here we are at the end of the video now. So this is the end of the 19th century, my top 10 from my collection. If you were expecting some spectacular art glass or anything like that, yeah, I'm a tableware guy. You know, that's why you're seeing glasses and jugs and decanters and stuff like that. There probably will be at least one piece of art glass in the 20th century. Yeah. Let me think. Yeah. So again, no references. You're just going to have to trust me on this. It's the things that I love, so yeah, I've studied them in minutiae, and yeah. So I think this is. You don't know how hard this is. I'm blaming Matt for this. Okay, you listening, Matt? This is really hard. It was his idea, and I could never have done a top 10. No, it's just too heartbreaking to exclude so much stuff. It's heartbreaking excluding this much. But anyway, I think I'll wrap up now. And so please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.